Hello, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. It's a rainy day where I'm at. I know where y'all at. But anyways, somebody could be saying, "Shorty swing my way." This song been coming on a lot lately, and I don't even listen to the radio like that. I be on YouTube a lot. Hello, but I know my YouTube, I just let it play, and I've heard this song quite a few times lately, so that may be significant. So somebody may be wanting to swing your way, or you may be wanting to swing there. But anyways, like, share, and subscribe. This is going to be a sign reading. I'm going to try to get out Aquarius, Libra, or Aries. Now, I just did a Libra pre-recorded. I don't know if it dropped yet, but there is a Libra reading that I've been trying to upload for a while now. I finally got it uploaded and things hashed out with that reading. But yeah, I'll probably still end up doing a live reading for the Libras as well. But yeah, I'm going to try to get Aquarius, Aries, and Libra. But hope y'all having a good morning so far. Shuffle these cards up, then we gonna get right into it. Please only take whatever resonate and leave the rest. Okay. All right, and one time for the one time. All right, let's see, Chum. Let's see. Who could this reading be for? Spirit, Aquarius, Aries, or Libra? Aquarius, Aries. Let's see. Nope. All right. We're going to do Aries. Because Aries came out with the other few cards. But since Aries is in here, we're going to take the storyline as it came out. So these are the cards we have here. So Aries, your will could be in the upright. So you could be getting good fortune. This could be fated to happen for you. So there could be some sort of change. Maybe your will was in the reverse because you could have been dealing with a Cancer that you could have either been in a relationship with, or this could have been a friend of yours that you were around that could have been the cause for your will to be in a reverse. But I don't know if you saw something about this person that made you want to disassociate with them, and now your will could be in the upright. So you could be meeting a soulmate as well, or just stepping into your destiny. So you could be getting wealth, releasing turmoil. But like I said, if this Cancer was a friend of yours, you could view them as being a bitch. And you could see them as liking to overindulge. They could like to drink a lot, party a lot. But you could have, like I said, saw something about this person, had a vision about this person. Hello. Talk about money. Well, I'm pretty much talking about money. But yeah, Aries, you could be this King of Wands in the upright. Your vision could be clear, could be on this Cancer. Like I said, you could be releasing this person. Maybe this person wanted to be a part of this good fortune of yours, but maybe you could feel like they're not deserving of this, or could be realizing that they weren't really your friend, or they just wanted to be around you due to the good fortune that you had or have. So you could be someone who is energetic, optimistic, confident, strong, friendly, fun, charismatic. You could be honest. You could be being honest with this person when it comes to your destiny or something that you are wanting to do, something that you are passionate about, or someone that you are passionate about, or you could just be passionate about your money, about a transformation that you've been making. Like I said, you could be letting go of this Cancer that was a friend of yours. Let's see what else for my Aries. For the sign of Aries, Spirit, what else for the sign of Aries? What's the tea? What's the tea? Any more, plenty more. What's the tea? For me, for me. So we got charity and giving in the reverse. So you could be getting some sort of gifts, or you could want to gift someone something. You could want to be generous. You could want to donate to someone, give them money, give them assistance, support them in some sort of way, because you've stepped into this time of good fortune, or you could just be well off to where you're able to give. And then we have justice and an upright. So you could be wanting to give someone justice, and you could always also have Taurus in your chart, Aries. But like I said, you could be wanting to give someone justice. This could be a Libra energy or someone with Libra in their chart. So you could feel like this Libra energy is due for karmic justice, while someone else could be facing consequences. So maybe you had to see something about a situation, maybe make a choice when it came to who you wanted to give to or felt like should be supported. And you could be choosing to support this Libra, while this Cancer could be facing some sort of consequences, legal disputes for something that they were indulging in. Could be some sort of behavior when it came to them being a bitch towards someone. So they could be dealing with the law. You could be someone of law, Aries, to where you have to make decisions, or you're just in a position to where you make decisions. Now, this could be when it comes to the justice system. So you could work in the justice system, or this could be at a workplace. Maybe you could be a boss of some sort. Or this could be anything to where you're in a position of decision making. So you could have gained the truth about something, and that's why you're wanting to give this Libra energy justice. So you could be standing in integrity, being honest, and allowing this Cancer to learn life lessons from whatever that they were indulging in, or should I say overindulging in. And we got endings and defeat in a reverse. So there could have been a Gemini that's escaping destruction, or this could be you, Aries. So this could just be people that you were around, and you could be escaping destruction from dealing with these people. You could be picking yourself back up, learning from difficulties of the past. Maybe you were on the side of people that like to be unjust to others. So now you could be wanting to stand in integrity and weed out people that are not just, pretty much. So like I said, you could be in some sort of transformation at this time, wanting to be generous, want to be in the upright. What else for my Aries spirit? So we got making investments in an upright. So like I said, if you have Taurus in your chart, you could be making some sort of investments. Things could be coming to fruition for you. Your hard work could be paying off. So you could be getting some sort of harvest, or you're just in this time of harvesting things, getting your rewards. You could have manifested off of an idea that you had. and things could be coming to fruition with this. Now, you also, like I said, if you have a position of power to where you make decisions, maybe you're wanting to issue inheritance to someone that they're supposed to be getting. Now, if this is in regards to an investment that you're making, you could be nurturing something, watching it grow. Then we have the Knight of Wands in the upright. Hello. So you could have passion for something that you're doing. Like I said, you could be very passionate in regards to something that you're trying to do or something that you're destined to do, or in regards to a person that you could be very passionate towards. So you could be trying to hurry towards them. This could be someone who is spiritual, someone you see as sexy, free-spirited. You could want to come in and flirt with them. You also have Sagittarius in your chart. Wait. And then we got isolation in a reverse Pisces energy. So there could be a Pisces that you were around as well, that you could be escaping, or this Pisces could be getting their freedom from something or someone. So they could be releasing control when it comes to something or someone, trying to find a solution and a choice. Or this could be someone that you're giving their freedom if they come to a solution. So maybe you guys are communicating on how to balance something out. So maybe you're giving this Pisces their freedom if they're able to control themselves and release control of someone else, or release control of someone's investments. So maybe this Pisces was holding on to someone's investment, someone's inheritance. So they could have been holding on to this, and they could have had legal disputes and was going to have to suffer consequences if they didn't release whatever this was. So they could have had to release an inheritance to a Libra energy or someone with Libra in their chart. And then we got the community in the reverse. Also, your energy, Aries. So whoever this Pisces is, this could be someone that you have a family with, or this could just be someone, a part of your family. So this could be the fact that y'all could want to come to a common ground when it comes to this inheritance. So y'all could be trying to communicate with this Pisces to tell them that they have to release this inheritance, or they'll have to suffer consequences because they held on to this inheritance. It could have made you guys' family unhappy. There could have been a reunion that was supposed to be had, but it could have been postponed or canceled because someone could have ran away or distanced themselves away from the family because of this inheritance that was taken from them not receiving karmic justice. So now, Aries, you could be wanting to do what's right in the situation by telling this Pisces that they have to release this inheritance or the control over someone's investments. Then we got patience in the reverse, Virgo energy. So there could be a Virgo also a part of your family or a part of this situation. So there could have been someone, or you, Aries, that wanted to seem like this Virgo was dull at work, like they were a failure, like they were just overspending in debt. So what I'm getting is, it's two Aries here. So you, Aries, like I said, you could just have a position of power to where you're able to make decisions, while there's another Aries that's a part of someone's family as well as Pisces energy, or this Pisces can have Aries in their chart, and they can have a family with a Virgo energy. So they could have tried to make this person seem like they were just overspending, and that's why they were in debt, and that they were just lazy. That's why they weren't able to make money. They were just unqualified. Meanwhile, they was holding an inheritance of this person, trying to have control over this person's inheritance or their investments. So like I said, you could be demanding that this Pisces release this because you are in the justice system, and you could be telling them that they're going to have to suffer consequences if they don't release control over this inheritance. Then we got the sun energy. So you could be bringing this sun energy to someone, Aries, allowing them to have this good fortune or bringing this good fortune to them by retrieving this from this Pisces, or demanding them release control of this and give this to this person so that they could be freed from whatever they were in, freed from destruction, freed from financial debt, because they are actually someone that has good luck. They stand in their truth. Then we got lost in a reverse. Scorpio energy. So this person could also have Scorpio in their chart. They could be moving forward once they receive this, or whatever this is, this inheritance or an investment that this Pisces was trying to control. Once this is released to them, they could be moving forward, continuing on, accepting help, and they could be healing from the situation, healing from an unhappy family, and someone that just wanted control over them as well as their investments. So they could be forgiving in the situation and rejoining the world. So like I said, Aries, you could have just had the vision. Your third eye could be open. You could have had discernment and was able to see what was going on behind the scenes when it came to someone's investments, or why they were in a certain position of being in debt. So maybe we're looking over the situation and trying to see how to balance it out, or why there was a hold up, or who was holding this up. Then we have the moon in the upright, also Pisces energy. So yeah, your intuition could have been telling you what was going on in regards to this Pisces energy, what they were doing behind the scenes. If your third eye is open, you could have been getting visions about this person, getting dreams about this person. You could be realizing that this Pisces could have been doing moon magic, trying to hold things up with whatever magic or spell work that they were doing, trying to be deceptive, trying to enter into someone's dreams. So they could have also been doing dream magic, wanting somebody to be in anxiety and fear when there was no need, because they had something that would allow them to move forward. But this Pisces didn't want them to feel like they could move forward. So they were holding this back from them because there's someone that's insecure. So they wanted this person to be insecure as well. But now they could be saying that things were a misunderstanding. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles in the upright. So whoever this earth sign is, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, they could be this Ace of Pentacles in the upright, having the potential for abundance, because they're actually not dull at work. They're not a failure. They're not underqualified. So they could be getting financial new beginnings due to you, Aries. Because like I said, you could be seeing the truth about the situation and demanding that whatever this is, whether inheritance or someone's investments, be released. for the inheritance to be released, as well as the control over this person's investments be released, so that they could have this financial new beginning. So they could be focusing on a new job or a new business as well that they're investing in, that someone wanted control over because they didn't want this person to be secure and stable. So they could have tried to make it seem like this person didn't know how to perform, or they weren't performing well, like they didn't deserve whatever this is. And you could just be seeing the truth that whoever this Pisces is that they have a family with, or they're a part of their family, they were just insecure about themselves, and they could be unstable, and that's why they wanted this person to be unstable anymore. Anymore for the sign of Aries. For Aries. So you could definitely be bringing justice to someone. A Earth or a Libra. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, or a Libra. So we got the Knight of Swords in a reverse as well. Libra energy. This could be someone who's always lying. So this King of Swords could have been lying on someone, on this earth sign energy. They could have been working with this Pisces as well as this Cancer. And because all working together and you could be friends with this Cancer, you could have believed them until you saw something either in your dreams, or your third eye could have opened your eyes to what was really going on. So you could have did some deeper digging and found out who this Cancer was working with. When it came to overindulging, they could have been overindulging, trying to make someone be a failure, make them lazy, try to make it seem like they were overspending, when really this Cancer, this Pisces, and this Libra could have just been working together to try to keep this person's inheritance from them. So whoever the King of Swords is in a reverse, they can have a lack of structure, a lack of procedure. Maybe they didn't want to follow procedure. Maybe this person was supposed to receive this inheritance a while ago, but because this Libra could have been working with this Pisces and this Cancer, they could have came up with a bright idea to hold on to whatever this is. So this could be someone with a weak intellect. They could be very irrational and illogical. Now, normally, this is someone that has a position of power and authority. So maybe you work with this person, Aries. Y'all both could be a part of the justice system. So maybe you were wondering why it was taking so long for someone to receive something. Or maybe these people could have lied to you and told you that this person received this inheritance. But you could have, like I said, did some deeper digging and saw that this person didn't receive whatever this was. And you could realize that this King of Swords that you work with, this Libra, that's also in the justice system, they were just being illogical and irrational. That was actually what? Hello. Any more for the sign of Aries? Any more planning my what the tea? For me, for we. Alright, so we got the Devil in the reverse. So there could have been a Capricorn a part of this as well, that could have tried to have someone imbalanced. have them in conflict, or they could have wanted you, Aries, to have a lack of perspective. So they could have been doing work on you as well, Aries, so that your third eye would be closed, or so you wouldn't see beyond the veil of what was going on behind the scenes, behind your back, or who was holding something up, like I said. So this Capricorn could have tried to not only imbalance you when it came to your vision, you seeing clearly, you seeing the truth in the situation. They could have also tried to imbalance this earth sign energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, another Capricorn or Taurus, Virgo, or a Libra energy. And we got budgeting in the reverse, Capricorn energy again. So they could be trying to let go of their old ways. They could be letting go of people. Now, like I said, if this is in regards to a job, it could go two ways. They could be letting go of people if this is a boss, or you could be telling them that they have to let go of people that work in this environment, because they could be like someone in the hiring department that controls who gets hired and fired. So you could be demanding that this Capricorn fire certain people, or they could be getting fired right along with these people because they chose to do something unjust and they wasn't holding up justice. And once you release these people or get these people off the job or out of this justice system, if these are people that work in a legal system or in the justice system, once you release these people, you could be starting over and giving people what they deserve, what they're owed, because they could have been doing this to multiple people, trying to hold on to inheritances as well as hold them back when it came to their investments that they could have been making that was actually profiting. Child boo, why don't you go somewhere else? If you feel that, why are you here? Deuces, carry on. And then we got the Queen of Swords in the reverse, Aquarius energy. So there could be an Aquarius female that's also in this justice system or at this job that was a part of this group of people that like to hold on to people's inheritance, not like to give them their inheritance or release it or hold them back from their investments. And whoever this Queen of Swords in the reverse, this Aquarius is, they could be overly critical. They could be pessimistic, lacking empathy, very rude and malicious. So they could have been doing things just because they lack empathy for people. And they don't be wanting people to receive what they're due because they lack empathy for people and they're overly critical, thinking that they have the right to judge everybody or thinking that they're always right. And then we have the Hermit and the Upright, also Virgo energy. So whoever this Virgo is, you could be realizing, Aries, that this person has spiritual enlightenment. They could have been in solitude, soul-searching, self-reflecting, contemplating on the truth. So they could have been getting knowledge of the truth as well as revealing the truth because they were getting this inner guidance. Now, you could have been watching this person, Aries, and saw that they knew the truth about a situation. Or you could have followed their guidance and went looking into the situation and you found out whatever this Virgo energy was saying, they were actually correct. it was actually the truth. They were spot on about what they were saying and who all was involved. So now you could be wanting to give this person justice because you see that they were spiritually enlightened about the truth. Maybe people wanted you to feel like you should have been cautioned with this person. Like they were lying, like they were just in the reverse, like I said. Like they were a failure, like they weren't someone to listen to, like they didn't know what they were talking about. But when you went and did your own research, you found out that they knew exactly what they were talking about. And then we have strength in the upright. So there could be a Leo that could be in their strength. So maybe they wanted to be courageous when it came to something. They could be being brave. So they could have tried to control, or tame themselves when it came to some sort of control, because they could have been persuasive with influence. So I don't know if they influenced these people, or maybe this Virgo influenced this Leo, and the Leo could have came to you, and that's when you start doing research and you found out that this Virgo was telling the truth, pretty much. So yeah, this Leo could have been lacking in strength. They could have been doubting themselves in regards to something. I don't know if this was someone that was trying to remain patient when it came to their investments that they were making, and they wasn't getting any progress or profit from. So this could be someone else that could have gone through something similar, and because they start watching this Virgo and getting enlightenment from this Virgo, the truth, they could have came to you with the truth. And maybe it took a lot of courage for this person to do this. Because maybe they're not really into, or normally into, this type of work. Or maybe they don't really believe in spirituality like that. So they could have not wanted to come towards you to tell you what they knew or what they found out, because they could have been doubting themselves, because this could be something that they're just learning or just stepping into. But they could have took brave action and came towards you, and you start doing the research and finding out whatever this Virgo was saying is truth. And then we got the Ace of Cups in a reverse. So there could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Could be this Cancer friend of yours that like to overindulge. That's a bitch. They could be in some sort of grief and pain now that you could be releasing them from a job. Now, like I said, if these are people that work in the justice system, they could be getting released from their position. So they could feel like they have the inability to grow. So they could be holding on to repressed emotions about getting fired or let go of. And this person could also be suffering from a miscarriage. So they could have just had a miscarriage. So they could be in grief and pain. So not only did they lose a position of high status, they could also be going through a miscarriage. Hello. And then we got culmination in a reverse. So, like I said, because this Cancer worked with this Pisces as well as this Libra, this Capricorn, and whoever else could be a Sagittarius as well, they could have wanted this Virgo to have unexpected changes, some sort of financial ruin, due to them holding on to this inheritance, as well as them trying to control their investments. So they wanted this person to suffer huge losses to make it seem like this person was just being reckless, like they didn't know how to handle money. Hey, yo. Don't come over here with the fucking negativity. If you don't like to read, get the fuck out. Back the fuck up. That's what motherfuckers try to do. They try to discourage you. Go get out here. If you don't like my reading, you can go. Deuces. Love and light to you as well. We don't do the haters. Tell a hater hi and bye. That's what you get. But let's get some additional messages for the Aries. So Aries, you doing the right thing. Doing the right thing. I'm telling you, indeed. Facts. What else for my Aries? Any more, plenty more. What's the tea with these years? So we got Delaware. So someone could be in the state of Delaware. They could be traveling to or from Delaware. Or this could be happening in the state of Delaware. So this could be the justice system in Delaware. With love and light prayers. I'm telling you, you heard. And then we got a Taurus black man could be involved. They could have been working against someone tirelessly. So yeah, we definitely got Taurus here when it came to someone's gifts, support, and donations. So like I said, not only did these people want to hold on to people's inheritances because they had a position of power to be able to do that, and they felt like they had the right to judge people, to feel like they didn't deserve, or if they did deserve. So they could have been working up against people that they felt like didn't deserve to have their inheritance or profit off of their investments. So this could be a high position job to where they have control over people's finances, or this could be in the justice system, like I said. This makes me just a little family. And then we got a Scorpio that could be involved. They could be mentally distorted. Then we got police having sex meetups as bribes to do unjust things. So like I said, this could be the justice system that was working with outside people that they were connected to hold on to people's inheritance. So they could have been having sex meetups with people that was a part of this, wanting these people, if they were a part of their family, if they was friends of these people, to have their inheritance held up or to be able to do unjust things to them because they were having sex meetups with these corrupt police officers. Hello. And we got upcoming tournament. So Aries, you could have an up and coming tournament. You could be 6'4". Then we got Chase Bank. So yeah, something could have been at Chase Bank. Someone could have been holding on to funds at a Chase Bank, not wanting to release these funds. Or they could have had this in their bank account, or a bank account that they could have had of someone else's. And this could have been a Pisces, like I said. So this Pisces could have been holding on to this at a Chase Bank. They could be 6'4" as well. And then we have losing their grip. So they could be losing their grip on whatever this is. Because like I said, Aries, you could have demanded for them to release this to whoever the rightful owner is. So now they could be losing their grip of this, no longer able to hold on to it, or losing their grip of the person that they wanted to have control over. So they could be having to release their grip, release their control. There could be an Aquarius Jamaican woman was also involved. This could be this Queen of Swords in reverse that realized that they took the wrong path when doing this, when trying to be overly critical, not have any empathy or lack empathy for others. There could have also been a Virgo Haitian man that was involved. They could have been a kitchen witch, so they could have been doing work to try to not only block your intuition, Aries, but they could have been doing this to other people as well. So the people that they were doing this to, trying to victimize, they could have been doing work on them as well. And this Virgo Haitian man could have been doing this work. Then we got, wears a lot of makeup. So someone involved in this, they could like to wear a lot of makeup. They could have been working with your employees. So like I said, this could be someone that's on the outside. Now, I don't know if this is the person that could have having sex as a bribe to one of your police officers. Then we have a Gemini black man could be involved as well. They could be childish. So they wanted to involve themselves in this situation, be childish towards someone. So we did have the Gemini card out here, endings in defeat in the reverse. So they definitely could have been involved with trying to defeat someone. They could have also been trying to curse them, but their curse did not work. It could have backfired on them, or they could have released doing this towards this person because they could have found out that they're going to receive this anyway, or they could have been told by this Pisces that this Pisces have to release this. So if these people were promised a piece of this or part of this, they could be realizing they have to stop doing this because, Aries, you could have demanded for this to be released. So whereas though they thought that they were going to get something, they're not getting shit. So now they have to stop doing these curses and spell work trying to block people's intuition about what's really going on, because the truth is out and someone's getting justice, or multiple people could be getting justice. She did. And it frightened her. So we got Rodney could be involved as well. They could have forged someone's signature. So whoever Rodney is, they could be a part of someone's family, or they could be, I'm going to just say what it is. They could be a part of somebody's family, and they could have forged this person's signature, and that's why they were able to give it to this Pisces. So they could have released this inheritance to this Pisces energy. Now, I don't know if Rodney told this Pisces to release whatever this is, or give this to this Virgo, this earth sign, or this Libra, because they did not have any contact with them, or they could have just told this person to hold on to it, so it would look like they gave it to this person, so that once the case was closed or everyone moved on from this situation, y'all would be able to split it up accordingly, or they would be able to split it up accordingly. So like I said, they could have forged the signature, to release it to this Pisces. This Pisces could have been holding on to it at a Chase Bank until the right time to give everybody that work with them their cut. So everybody that did spell work, that did witchcraft, the police officers that's in the justice system that wanted to take bribes to do unjust things to these people that were victimized, that were stolen from, they could have offered them this cut once the timing was right. But they got caught up before whatever time it was that they thought that they were going to split everything up. Then we got Carell. Someone named could be Carell that's involved. We got a Capricorn Spanish man that could be involved in as well. They could have been doing spells on repeat. Then we have a Cancer Jamaican man that could be involved in this. They could be meeting someone new, or you could be meeting this person, Aries. And this could be someone new in your life that you're meeting. Or this could have been someone that you just recently hired and was getting close to. Because this is Cancer energy and it's friendship in the reverse. So maybe you were cool. You could have been celebrating with this person, thought that they were cool to hang around, just to come to find out that they were working together with these other people to steal from people. So they could have gotten this job in the justice system just to be able to do this, just because they were a part of these people trying to take someone's inheritance or multiple people's inheritance. Scammers are sick-minded assholes. True that, true that. Then we have blocking your YouTube. So someone could have been blocking your YouTube so that you couldn't be able to see this Virgo as well as other readers that could have been giving you spiritual enlightenment. So like I said, you could have been doing your research yourself and you could have been told by Leo to check out this Virgo energy that could be a high priestess, or they could just have a lot of spiritual enlightenment and they could be revealing whatever this enlightenment is on a platform. Could be on YouTube. They could have tried to block this person's YouTube so that you wouldn't come across this person's YouTube to be able to find out the truth. But you could have found some way around that and still was able to find this person and get the truth in the situation. And you could have followed up behind what they were saying and did what you have to do in your office and did some research in the systems to see what was going on. And we have February. So something could have been happening since the month of February. Or this could have been this Aquarius, could be this Queen of Swords in a reverse that could have been blocking your YouTube so that you couldn't seek readers, or they could have been blocking this Virgo's YouTube so you couldn't see their page. Any more for the sign of Aries? Then we got a Virgo white woman could be involved that was doing dirty deeds as well. So they could be a part of the justice system as well that was involved with doing these dirty deeds. Any more for the sign of Aries? So you could be letting go of a lot of people after finding out who all had a hand in this. And you could have thought that because they had these high positions and they were able to sit next to you, able to be in these high positions of authority and power, that they were going to stand in integrity. But you could just be coming to the realization that they were very unjust and corrupt. And you could be letting go of a lot of people. So you could be the head of all this. Like I said, you could be the one that makes the final decisions. So you could be letting go of a lot of people. Then we got in love with their family member. So whoever this Aquarius is, now this could be an Aquarius man or Aquarius female, but whoever this Aquarius is, they could be in love with their family member. So they could have tried to judge someone based off of their family member, off of what they were saying if they're involved in this. And we got feels called out by what you are saying, even if you don't say their name. So these people could be feeling called out, even when you don't say their name. And we got playing mind games. So Aries, these people were playing mind games when it came to what they were doing, trying to trick you, trying to have you in an illusion, block your intuition so you wouldn't see what was going on right up under your nose. Now, you could have been hinting things out to these people or saying certain things and they were feeling called out, even if you didn't say their name, and that's because they felt guilty. They knew that they were doing whatever you were saying or hinting at. Then we got riding around in groups. So these people could have been riding around in groups, trying to play mind games with someone else, trying to keep tabs on this person, watching their every move. And we got getting attacked by their ex. So this person ex could have been involved. Like I said, this could be people that's a part of their family, that they have an unhappy family with. So their ex could be someone that they have shared children with, and they could have had an unhappy family with this person. And like I said, because this person, this Pisces energy, could be someone's ex, this Virgo's ex. So because they were insecure and unstable, they wanted this person to be the same, and they could know people in the justice system or have a position in the justice system to be able to do this. So they could have been attacking this person, like I said, doing dream magic, moon magic on this person, as well as getting others to attack them. All because they were holding on to an inheritance of their ex. Could also be the mother of their child. So because they were lacking stability and feeling insecure in fear of how their life would turn out, they didn't want the mother of their children, their ex, to be stable and have a good life. So they could have attacked them as well as stole from them. And Aries, you could be getting the truth. Now, you could be either giving this person an ultimatum or an ultimatum. So like I said, either they have to release this to this person, or they could be suffering consequences. So they could be going to prison if they don't release this by a certain time. So you could have gave this person a time frame in order in which they would have to release this. And if they don't release it by that time, they would have to suffer consequences. And that could be them going to prison. Then we have hate you for walking away. So someone could have hated you for walking away. Now, maybe at one point in time, I don't know who hates you. They could hate someone else for walking away. But I don't know. If you had any involvement with this, it could go one or two ways. Either these people were doing this under your nose, or you could have been doing this with these people, but you could have had an awakening, or something could have happened to change your mind on doing this to people. So you could now be wanting to be in the upright and have integrity. So it could go either way. And we got a Scorpio Mexican man could be involved that goes both ways. I don't know if this is someone that you were dealing with or someone that someone else was dealing with. And we got mad you know the truth. So these people could be mad that you know the truth or mad because someone else knows the truth. They could have had listening devices around this person to be able to listen to everything that they're saying, as well as driving around them so that they could watch their every move. And we have a Sagittarius male who's also involved in this. Any more for the sign of Aries? I just gotta pull it over. Oh, wow. That's what's up. Oh, shit. Hey, yo. That's what's up. Good shit. I'm glad you got off the hook. So we got several women could be involved in this, especially an Aquarius Jamaican man as well. Or if they're involved in this, they could have been dealing with several women that could have been involved in this. You could have recently ate Chinese food, Aries. Or you could be dealing with several women, and one of them could be an Aquarius. So maybe somebody out of this group you actually deal with. So maybe this Queen of Swords in a reverse you deal with, and that's why they feel like they had the right to judge people so harshly. Then we have building up your credit. You could be building up your credit. Then we have a Capricorn black woman could be involved as well. That's full of greed. They could have been the one trying to imbalance someone, trying to imbalance you, trying to make sure that your intuition was blocked so that you'll have a lack of perspective. The opposite. Hey, yo. That's cute. You funny. Alright, I see you. You got pickup lines. Alright, now. So we got a Gemini black woman that could be a drama starter. They could have also been involved. Then we got poor judgment. So whoever this Gemini black woman is, they could have poor judgment. So like I said, this could be a lot of people that's a part of the justice system that's just in the reverse. And we have cut out any negative thinking. So Aries, you may need to cut out any negative thinking at this time. There could be someone who works at a call center that's involved, or you could be another Aries that work at a call center. This is their different storylines for different Aries. Everything don't resonate. Then we have tells you what you want to hear to get in your pants. So someone could be telling you what you want to hear, Aries, to get in your pants. Or you could be trying to do this to someone else. And you could be an Aries that work at a call center. Then we got a mutt, a mixed breed you could be dealing with. Their name could be Alicia. They could work at a call center. Hello. And then we got a Taurus Latin man could also be involved. They could go by the name of Los. Then we got the DR. So you could have recently went to the DR, the Dominican Republic, Aries. Or you could be traveling to or from. And we have a Cancer female. So whoever this Cancer is, they could either be a male or female. But this could be a female. But you could have also had a Cancer male that you work around as well. Then we have feel it in your spirit. So you could have been feeling something in your spirit, feeling like something was off, feeling like you weren't receiving the full truth. Like I said, if these people told you that they released something and they didn't. You could have felt it in your spirit that they were lying. And we have blue eyes. Aries, you could have blue eyes. Any more for the sign of Aries? Then we got a Pisces Spanish man. They could be involved as well. And we got girls' night out. So someone could have had a girls' night out and met a Pisces Spanish man that could be involved in this. Then we have employees of YouTube in every department working to block and steal revenue. So, like I said, they could have been blocking certain YouTubers. This could have been higher ups, a part of YouTube that was blocking and stealing from people that work for YouTube. And y'all could be investigating this. Then we have Capricorn moon. You could have a Capricorn moon, Aries. And we got bottle server. So someone could be a bottle server. So maybe this Pisces Spanish man that's involved with all of this, they could have been or met a bottle server. Or they could have been a bottle server and met someone during girls' night. I don't know. So you could be a male or a female. And we have warehouse worker. Someone could be a warehouse worker that's involved. They could have health issues. Or you could have health issues, Aries, and that's why you're wanting to do the right thing now. Then we have wanting to retaliate. So someone could be wanting to retaliate. Maybe due to some health issues that someone could have given them. Or they could be wanting to retaliate because this person could have exposed the truth. And we have hates that someone is prettier. So there could be a Taurus that hates that someone is prettier than them. That could have been involved. Then we got his mother doesn't like you. So if you're an Aries female, someone's mother doesn't like you. So this could be someone that you're dating or someone that you have children with. Exposed it all. I know that's right. And then we got illness, cancer. So like I said, Aries, if you had health issues, if they just arrived suddenly because you were in the reverse and was with these people doing what they were doing, you could have gotten cancer as a backfire, and now that's why you're wanting to have integrity, because you had a sudden health issue, which could be cancer. Then we got a Cancer black man could also be involved in something they can't get out of. So this is definitely something that they can't get out of. So there could be a lot of people that's having to face these legal disputes as well as consequences for their hand in all of this. Heart attacks after I left there. Oh, sorry that happened to you. I hope you were able to heal. She's jealous of me. The Taurus. That's me. I have no use. Yeah, it's always a jealous hoe. Hello. Any more for the sign of Aries? What's the T? So you could have recently went rock climbing, Aries, as well. Someone could be upgrading your ring, Aries, or you could be wanting to upgrade your partner's ring. Maybe because you found out that you have cancer. That one. Shit flew. What? She tried to sabotage me with my son. Oh, wow. So we got planting cameras and CarPlay radio screens. So these corrupt officers, a part of this justice system, they could have been listening to their victims by planting cameras in their CarPlay radio screen. So not only could they see everything that they're doing, they're able to hear everything as well and know their whereabouts. So that's how they're able to follow them everywhere they are. Then we have keep the faith. So Aries, you may need to keep the faith. Could be due to this health issue. Then we have a Libra, black woman. They could be blocking people out at this time. And then we have no. So if you're questioning a Libra, black female, the answer is no on whatever it is that you're thinking about this Libra, black woman, Aries. The answer is no. So maybe you were thinking a certain way about this woman, but Spirit is saying no, it's not true. Any more for the sign of Aries? What's the tea? Any more, plenty more. What's the tea for me, for we? Then we got mad at the life they chose. So you could be mad at the life you chose, Aries, or these people could be mad at the life that they chose. Any more? Any more tea? What's the tea? Any more? Plenty more. Someone's name could be Brian as well. They could drive a SUV. They could be the ones that's mad at the life they chose because the truth is coming out. And we got a Gemini Haitian man that could have been involved in all this, that like to live young, wild, and free. They could also be mad at the life they chose, or all these people that's getting caught up due to the truth coming out. They could be mad at the life they chose. Libra, she is Puerto Rican. I hear that. And we got tomorrow. So there could be something being released tomorrow, or the truth could be coming out tomorrow. I don't know if this is going public. It could be going public tomorrow. There could be a court date that's set for Monday. I wouldn't say tomorrow. I would say maybe Monday. Then we got releasing fumes in the air to provoke certain reactions. So you could have also had people of the justice system being corrupt, releasing fumes in the air to provoke certain reactions. And the truth could be coming out about this. So maybe they were trying to get someone to react in a certain way, to be able to take action. And they could have gotten bribed to do this. And then we got innocent party. So you either could have been the innocent party, Aries, or you could be realizing that someone was the innocent party in all of this. So they could have tried to say that someone was a certain way, or that they were doing something, all because they were trying to get certain reactions, provoke this person to act a certain way. to make you see them as such, but you could be realizing that they're the innocent party because the truth could be coming out. So you could be getting some sort of truth that will put the icing on a cake tomorrow. So I don't know if you're stumbling upon some information tomorrow. And then we have therapists paid to work with officials. So these officials could have been working with therapists as well. So they could have tried to claim that someone was crazy, and that's why they were trying to release certain fumes to provoke certain reactions, because they wanted to deem this person as crazy. So they could have also worked with therapists as well. And the truth could be coming out about this. Yeah, to hide stuff. For sure. For shit show. Let me see. I'll take this one. So these people have made filthy rich. I know, right? Can you say capital S? Yeah, means for real. That's on them though. They chose the life they chose. Now they mad at the life they chose. But it is what it is though. And they still be attacking me, but I'ma still get the messages out. That be the funny part. They attack me so aggressively every day on the daily. Any more for the sign of Aries. It's sad. It's truly sad. Any more, plenty more. What's the tea? What's the tea, spirit? For me, for we. We don't give no fucks about these haters. There could have also been a situationship that was going on. Maybe these people were sleeping with each other. So there could have been a lot of sleeping around on the job or in this justice system. And that's another reason why there were people working together to do this. It's a situationship, not a relationship, but don't let that fool you into thinking it's drama free. And that's why there could have been a lot of drama. So people could have not been agreeing on certain things. There could have been a lot of disagreements, like I said, when it came to whatever was going on, or maybe because they wanted to mix business with pleasure, could have caused a lot of drama when it came to what they were trying to do. To be a whole lot of to move before they go to prison. So we got canceled. So someone could definitely be getting canceled after this truth come out and they're found out about them having a hand in this. Like I said, if this is going public, there could be a lot of people a part of the justice system that are getting canceled, or as well as part of YouTube, they could be getting canceled because they had a part in taking from people, blocking people. They crossed a line. Now they are being called out and torn down. Fall from grace hit harder when it's public. So it's definitely going to be public because these people were in high places doing these things, blocking people, stealing from people, when they were supposed to hold up integrity, give people justice, and they did the complete opposite. So people could be having a fall from grace, and it's going to be publicized. So we got throwing shade. So there could be people that's throwing shade because they know they about to get canceled. They know they about to have this fall from grace because the truth is out. And they're losing their grip on the situation because there ain't nothing they could do now. So they could be throwing shade. Shade doesn't always look like aggression. It hides in backhanded praise, tone, and just joking energy. So like I said, Aries, if there were people in the workplace or in the justice system that you work around or work under you. They could have been trying to joke around or say certain things, and because you were responding to it, it seemed like you were calling them out because they knew that they were guilty. But you didn't even have to say their name. It was just a response to them throwing shade. So you could have not even known that it was to them. So maybe they felt like you were throwing shade in return over money that is not. I know, right? And we got family feuds. So like I said, these people, these officials could have been working with someone's family. So now this family could be feuding. Sometimes blood is thicker than water, and sometimes it's just thicker with drama, judgment, and silent grudges. So yeah, this person that's a part of someone's family, or there could have been multiple people a part of someone's family working together with these corrupt officials, as well as these higher ups in YouTube, to try to block someone in every way possible because they were insecure, because these are people that was unstable, or they just didn't want this person to have any stability, because they could have been holding silent grudges on this person. So they could have tried to act like they were praising this person, but they were throwing shade, because the whole time they were working behind their back. Hello. Any more for the sign of Aries? I didn't this, but I barely. My son felt this thought it was me. Oh, wow. Any more for the sign of Aries? What's the tea? Any more, plenty more. What's the tea? Then we got falling in love. So, like I said, if someone is meeting someone new, if you're an Aries female, you could be meeting, what was it, a Cancer man. This could be someone new that you're meeting. You could be falling in love with this person, whether they saw it or not. The heart's getting involved and it's getting deep fast. This is more than a fling. So this could have been someone that you had a fling with, only to realize that you were falling for this person, or this could be them. Or Aries, you could have fell in love with someone. This could be someone that you had a fling with or saw as just a fling. And then we got chasing clout. So these people were definitely chasing clout. They are addicted to attention, and the thirst is starting to show. The spotlight's the goal, even if it means faking the whole storyline. So like I said, these people could have tried to lie and make it seem like they were doing what they were supposed to do when they were doing the complete opposite. They could have lied on why they chose not to do things the right way. Maybe they wanted you to believe that a person was crazy, or they didn't deserve whatever this was. Then we have dirty laundry. So their dirty laundry could be getting aired out. They thought they buried it deep, but old messes have a way of resurfacing, and this one's messy enough to leave a stain. Oh yeah, it's really gonna leave a stain for shit show. Because motherfuckers gonna have they fall from grace publicly for the world to see. I means I walked in this crowd. What do me like this? That's just how people is. People is heartless. They don't be caring. And we have hidden agenda. So these people had a hidden agenda. Like I said, the hidden agenda was to work against their family members or their family member. Or this could have also been friends of a person as well. Or people could have just got certain positions in YouTube as well as the justice system just to be able to have a hidden agenda towards people. So they came in with the mindset that they were just going to use these positions to be able to take from people because they would have the power and authority to do that, and thought that no one would ever find out because of the positions that they hold. Not everyone's motives are obvious. This connection comes with fine print and a hidden clause. So someone could have also wanted to have kids with this person because they wanted to be able to feed off this person because they knew that they were someone that was unstable. And they could have saw this person as stable or had the potential. They could have already knew that something was attached to them. In my situation, my baby dad is a Pisces. His dad was a retired cop. So, they have ways of knowing certain information. So if you're in the same situation and people know certain people that's in the justice system, they could have their ways of finding out certain things, or they could just be tied to certain people that give them certain information about you, and then they go plotting. And we got scam alert. So these people definitely could have tried to scam multiple people because of their positions. It's not always just about money, clout, access, reputation. There are many ways to get played. So like I said, Aries, if you didn't have a hand in this, you could have gotten played because these people could have been doing this right up under your nose without your knowledge. Also, that they could gain clout and access to things that weren't theirs. So they wanted to ruin other people's reputation while keeping theirs. Then we have third party. I said third party, third wheel. Pretty much the same thing, though. So someone could have been a third wheel to someone. Like I said, if someone was having a situationship with someone that they know they weren't supposed to have relations with, or a relationship with, a situationship with, they could have been a third wheel to someone's situation. Now, I don't know if this was someone that you are dealing with. Like I said in the beginning, if you are with any of these females, it could have been a situationship because they either could have been a third wheel to your marriage or your relationship, or they could have been a third wheel to someone else's or allowed a third wheel in. A side character is trying to write themselves into the main plot, but this story already has a leading duo. So like I said, you could be either married or involved with this Aquarius, because they look like they sit on a throne as well, right along with the King of Wands. So king and queen. So this could be the person that they're either married to or in a relationship with. And they could have had a situationship with someone that's involved in this. And they could have been the one stabbing you in the back, doing this behind your back. But take it how it resonate. Then we got invite only. So they could have only had people involved in this that was invited. So this was due to like who you know type shit. So the real action isn't happening in public. Behind the scenes, the inner circle's already been chosen. So they chose this circle of people on who to work with to be able to keep whatever they were doing, holding on to people's inheritance, trying to block them and steal from them when it came to their investments that they were making on YouTube. It could have been a circle that was put together by friends, family, people that knew each other that could only be involved in this circle or this group, whatever you want to call it, by invite only. So if you weren't invited in on this, you would never even know what they were doing or be able to join this group. Hello. Then we got misunderstood. So someone that's involved in all this, they could be feeling misunderstood on why they did something, why they took the action that they took. So the real version never made it past the rumors. Now they are stuck defending what they never said. Or this could be you, Aries. You could be feeling misunderstood by a person because you could have judged them off of rumors that you were hearing. Now, if this is you that fell in love with someone and you may have not told them that you fell in love, or may have not said something that you wanted to say to them, you could have kept it to yourself because you felt like you were going to be misunderstood in the situation because you judged this person or even harshly judged this person off of rumors that you heard. So like I said, there could have been people, a part of this person's family, people that was around them trying to deem them as crazy, trying to make them seem like they were underqualified, like they were just a failure, like they didn't know how to handle money, and you could have went along with it. Anymore. So we got gold digger. So you could have been listening to a gold digger, or there could be a gold digger involved that wanted to be a third wheel to someone's situation. Whether male or female, this connection comes with a price tag. It's calculated, strategic, and dripping in dollar signs. So yeah, they wanted a piece of the pie in one way or another. If you are someone of a high status to where you're over all of these people in the justice system, or you're the top person when it comes to YouTube, to where you are the owner or the CEO of some sort, there could have been someone that wanted to deal with your person so that they could get this money, because they could have known what your person was doing, or the both of you. Because like I said, you could have been in on this at one point, and you could have gotten hit with cancer as a backfire of you trying to be unjust. So now you could be wanting to have integrity. Now that you're sick, it could go any way. Anyway, you know how it fit for your situation. Any more for the Aries? What's the tea? What's the tea? Any more? Plenty more. What's the tea for me, for we? And we got the audacity. So the audacity of these people, boundaries were definitely crossed. And the worst part is they acted like it was their right. So like I said, they wanted to be able to judge people unrighteously, thinking that they had the right to do this. And they could have been laughing while they were doing this because of the positions that they held to be able to call shots that they were calling on people, even if they knew that the person didn't deserve it. They just felt good to be in a position of power to be able to do this to people, and they couldn't do anything about it because who they are. But now they could be being showed, no matter who the hell you is, your ass could have a fall from grace. What a card at? What a card at? So your hoes is still getting canceled. But yeah, Aries, that was your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, share, and subscribe. If it's raining where y'all at, I hope y'all stay dry. I still got on my hoodie. I gotta get myself together. But yeah, I hope y'all have a good day today. Stay positive, stay productive, and keep the faith if you are going through this. But yeah, please like, share, and subscribe. Anybody want a personal reading, have any questions, or would like to have a vent session, or would like to donate, that information is in the description below this video. But yeah, anyways, deuces. I